Hello everybody, Grimm here. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Friday Night Smackdown. I have a huge announcement. It has been announced by the chairman, Vince McMahon, that at WrestleMania 30, the World Heavyweight title will be decided in a fatal four-way match between Wade Barrett, Chris Jericho, Batista, and the current champion, Cesaro. But tonight, the four of them will compete in tag team action with Barrett and Cesaro versus Jericho and Batista. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Antonio Cesaro. Well, I can tell you on good authority that Cesaro, the current champion, is not happy tonight. I mean, he knew he'd have to defend his title at WrestleMania against someone, but now he's found out he will have to defend it against three other competitors. Wade Barrett, who he apparently made a deal with before the Chamber match, Chris Jericho, who gets his rematch clause, and Batista, who won the Royal Rumble. And his tag team partner, from Preston, England, weighing 256 pounds, Wade Barrett. So don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Wade Barrett, I've said it before, but I just don't see how Barrett really fits into this whole title scene. Sure, he made a deal backstage with Antonio Cesaro. Big deal! I could make a deal with Antonio Cesaro that if I make him look good on commentary, that he should give me a title shot. You know, I don't think that Vince McMahon should be honoring backstage deals. And their opponents. First, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho. I said a few moments that I know for sure that Antonio Cesaro is not happy tonight. Well, that can go the same for Chris Jericho, but times 10. Think about it. He's the former World Heavyweight Champion, and he gets his rematch clause. Now he finds out that he's going to have to go up against three other guys. Not just him and Cesaro, he's got to fight Batista. He's got to fight Wade Barrett. It's got to put a damper on Chris Jericho's night. And now he's got a team with the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. And his tag team partner, from Washington, D.C., weighing 290 pounds, Batista! Back in January, Batista won the Royal Rumble match, which gave him the opportunity to challenge for any world title he wanted at WrestleMania. Last Sunday, he made his choice clear by attacking Cesaro, the new champion. But now he is also in a big, cluster with Jericho and Barrett, as he's going to have to use his Royal Rumble match, but in a fatal four-way. I think all these guys have reason to be upset. But tonight, opponents at WrestleMania are going to have to team up and see how they can coexist. I am definitely excited for this match. All four of these guys are going to have to face off against each other in just 3 weeks at WrestleMania 30 for the world title. But tonight, Barrett and Cesaro got to try and work together, and Batista and Chris Jericho got to try and work together. Because a win over the other team would say a lot going into WrestleMania. Now Jericho in control of Cesaro from Switzerland. Irish whipping. Uh-oh, look at Cesaro. Ooh, the German suplex. Now the thing about this match is Batista, Cesaro, and Barrett are all incredibly strong athletes. Not taking anything away from Chris Jericho, but strength just isn't really in his game as much as the others. I'll go as far to say that Cesaro's the strongest man in the business. Him and Mark Henry have got to be the two strongest superstars in the business. Now Batista, the animal who has just been tagged in. Oh, look at this. He doesn't go up. Oh, an elbow off the top rope. Jericho and Batista not working so bad together. But as I was saying, Batista, the animal, he's called the animal for a reason. He is a beast. He is a monster. And he's been the World Heavyweight Champion before, and he wants it back. Oh, Batista in control. Oh, Barrett holding Batista. And now Cesaro and Barrett working together with a knee to the stomach. Oh, Batista with a kick and a gigantic clothesline. Going for the pin. That could have been 3. Barrett didn't do anything to help. Now Cesaro using his strength. Driving Batista into the mat. Went for a boot, but Batista's smarter than that. Now Cesaro throwing him back in, and the tag is made to Wade Barrett. Oh, look at this. Oh, and a double team. Batista getting a little bit of his own medicine from what him and Jericho did to Cesaro just a bit ago. So, if I had to try and pick a favorite in this WrestleMania Fatal 4-Way match, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Batista as my favorite. An early prediction of who I think is walking out with the title. They all are great competitors, but when you have that Royal Rumble momentum, the statistics show. Typically, the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to win the title of their choice at WrestleMania, and I think it's going to reign true again. Now, Batista's got Barrett up, but Barrett reversing it, getting thrown into the turnbuckle. It's smart to... Yes, Barrett and Cesaro are smart. They're working together, tagging each other in and out to do as much damage to one opponent as they can. That's smart. You don't have to like Barrett, you don't have to like Cesaro, but they are working together as a team here, and that's what's going to win this match. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words because this match is just... It's great. But now Jericho is in. As I was saying, that although they're all fighting each other at WrestleMania, they gotta work together as a team tonight. Now the elbows to Jericho. Once Cesaro starts doing those uppercuts, the momentum is gonna change. It went for a big boot, but Jericho, smarter than that. There's a little bit of history between some of these guys. I mean, we've said it before, Chris Jericho was Wade Barrett's pro on the first season of NXT. Yeah, I don't know if there's really any more history than that, but Jericho and Batista, both former world champions. Obviously, Jericho was the last champion, but Batista's held the title plenty of times. He's one of those guys, when you think of the world title, you think of Batista and Cesaro just clearing house here. Cesaro's on fire now. He's picking up Chris Jericho. What's he thinking? Uh-oh. Ooh! Cesaro's got Jericho down. He's waiting for him to get up. Oh my god, the huge uppercut. The strength of Cesaro, that's gotta be it. Ooh, Jericho kicks out. He just lifted Jericho like it was nothing. And he does this on a weekly basis. Now Jericho and Batista trying to isolate Cesaro. Another big elbow off the top rope. The momentum in this match just keeps going back and forth. One time it looks like Cesaro and Barrett are in complete control. Then it goes to Batista and Jericho as Batista slams Antonio Cesaro, the World Heavyweight Champion, down to the mat. Whoa, this match it's back and forth, it really is. Now Batista's got Cesaro with a nice reverse DDT. He needs to make a tag as soon as he can. He's been in there for a while. Cesaro going up top. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, whoa my. Batista with a muscle buster. Oh, and Cesaro going to, what? Whoa! Wade Barrett denying the champion Cesaro of a tag. He's walking out on him. What? This is what we're talking about. We thought they were working together, but Barrett knows he's got to fight him at WrestleMania, and the Batista bomb by Batista. Cesaro laid out and denied by Wade Barrett. Jericho is in now. Oh my god. He's picking Cesaro up in the code breaker by Chris Jericho. And the pin. 1, 2, 3. Jericho and Batista get the victory. Wow, look back at this. After Wade Barrett walked out on Cesaro, Chris Jericho hits the code breaker for the 1, 2, 3. Wow. This is some serious implications of WrestleMania. And wait, whoa! Batista with the clothesline to Chris Jericho. There it is again. It's every man for himself. But coming up next, we have got CM Punk versus Randy Orton to see who will move on in the WWE Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. That match is now. The following is a first-round tournament match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, CM Punk. Believe it or not, CM Punk has actually been on a bit of a losing streak these past few months. His last match, he faced off against Wade Barrett, and he failed to qualify for the world title Elimination Chamber match. But tonight he's got a huge opportunity to put all that behind him and go on to fight for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania against Daniel Bryan. And tonight he takes on the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. And his opponent, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 235 pounds, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is the type of guy who will do whatever it takes to win. He's a snake. They call him the Viper for a reason. And I think his plan is to slither in here, do whatever it takes to beat CM Punk, and then slither out, move on, and do that to all his opponents, go on to face an old rival, Daniel Bryan, at WrestleMania. CM Punk and Randy Orton have a history together. They fought each other at WrestleMania 27, Randy Orton getting the better of Punk there. Could CM Punk get some redemption? Who will go on to fight Daniel Bryan for the title? Will it be one of these two? Because the winner is going to have to go on to face the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. So the last of our first round tournament matches is underway between CM Punk and Randy Orton, refueling a rivalry from a few years back. CM Punk, who's just slammed Orton into the mat, now got him back up, and now Orton with a headlock takedown. Both of these guys would love to be the WWE champion again. They've done it both, but only Randy Orton has main evented WrestleMania, and CM Punk has said many times that it is one of his biggest goals to main event WrestleMania. Well, he's got the opportunity tonight. But Randy Orton, the Viper, could be a roadblock in that dream coming true, who now... Ooh, and a chop knocking down Randy Orton. As I've said, CM Punk was on a bit of a losing streak. He hasn't been in action since he lost to Wade Barrett last week, or a few weeks back, in a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. It was a great match, hard fought, but he couldn't get the victory. So CM Punk is trying to not just win, he's trying to prove to himself and everyone else that he can win, the big one. Who now seems to be in control of Randy Orton. This is our main event of Friday Night Smackdown. Great match being put on. And what about earlier? What a crossbody! What about our match earlier? A tag team match. It was Barrett and Cesaro up against Batista and Chris Jericho. During the match, Cesaro needed the tag, went for the tag desperately, and Wade Barrett left him high and dry. And then after the match, Batista and Jericho won. Batista clotheslines Jericho's head off. See, that's what we're dealing with. This is a fatal four-way. It's every man for himself. Sure, they were teaming up, but, it's every man for himself. They're trying to send a message to each other. But now we're back to the action. CM Punk up on... I'm not sure what he went for, but he landed right on his head. That did not feel good, I am sure. Uh-oh. Oh, but a DDT! Reversal by Punk. Getting fired up. He's got Randy Orton throwing him into the turnbuckle. And now CM Punk with a knee, and we know what's coming next. The Running Bulldog by CM Punk. The former WWE champion, the former world champion, the former Money in the Bank winner, who's now got the Anaconda Vice on Randy Orton. Will he tap out? If he taps, CM Punk's moving on. Oh, Randy's hanging on. Oh, Punk lets him go, but that had to do a lot of damage to Randy. Let me remind you, whoever wins this match is going to go on to... a drop kick. Whoever wins this match is going on to face Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Let's take you back to main event. Mark Henry versus The Big Show. Mark Henry beat The Big Show by destroying the ring. If CM Punk or Randy Orton, wins, one of them's gonna, do you think they're going to be able to stand up to Mark Henry? He's the world's strongest man. It'll be David versus Goliath. Either way, one of these guys is going to win. One of them is going to go on to face Mark Henry and hope to move on. Now CM Punk going for a pin after knees in the corner. 1, 2. Randy Orton kicks out at 2, and the crowd's on fire, loving this match. They're behind CM Punk. Randy Orton's face just drived into our announce table right here. And what is Punk thinking? Oh my god. Oh, Randy Orton, the snake-like slithering into the ring as Punk suicide dives right on his head. His head has got to be throbbing. He could have a concussion. After 2 failed dives, landing straight on his head. And another one. My god. Randy Orton's going to take advantage of this. The RKO, his finishing move, drives your opponent's head into the mat. It's almost like Punk is hurting himself, while Orton's... DDT again! Now Punk going up top. Randy Orton... Ooh. Punk went for the dropkick. Randy Orton was there and ready for it. Now, single leg dropkick by CM Punk. He's going up top again. Oh, Macho Man! Elbow drop! A tribute there that Punk has made part of his normal repertoire. Now he's going for the go to sleep. GTS, he's got Randy Orton up. Orton with a reverse DDT. What a match we have so far. Both these guys want to be the champion. RKO. Oh my god. That's it. 1, 2. Punk barely kicks out at 2. Oh my god, the heart, the desire, the resilience of Punk. That RKO had to take a lot, almost everything out of Punk. Not enough to put him down though, who's now reversing Randy Orton. He's running around. Oh my god, oh. Whoa, what a move! A swinging face buster, I guess, to Randy Orton. He's going for it again, and another one. Randy Orton's busted open. Both of these men in so much pain, you can tell. Orton is now bleeding after that last move, and Punk picking up Randy Orton. There's a kick by Punk. Another one. And there it is. The neck breaker by CM Punk. He's going up top. He's going for that elbow again. He's not going to hit it. He hits it. He hits it. After the elbow, a bleeding Randy Orton up on the shoulders of CM Punk. Could he hit it? Go to sleep, the GTS by CM Punk. Look at that again. Now he's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk moves on. Here is your winner, CM Punk. Wow, what a victory for CM Punk. He now moves on into the tournament semi-finals matches, where he's going to have to take on Mark Henry. However, he deserves to be celebrating right now. He's got a huge victory over Randy Orton. He's putting those, bad memories from the past, their match at WrestleMania 27 where he lost. He just got some redemption on the Viper, who is now bloody and on the ground. The crowd loving it. Their fan favorite CM Punk moves on to the tournament. Next Monday on Raw, we will see Kane take on John Cena. That'll be a hell of a match. Thanks for joining us. See you later.